Hey everyone, Pizza the Hut here. So I'm watching this TV show. It came out in the year 2000. The guy on the bottom is from the TV show, and the guy on top, well, yeah, that's Snowden. They remind me a lot of each other, just kind of resemblance in the way they look, and the way the character is set up in the show reminds me of a lot of how Snowden is. So it's getting me thinking that Snowden was planned a long time ago. Like, he's helping them get paid off exposing themselves and telling truth that should have been out there a long time ago. Well, go ahead, take a look for yourself and let me know what you think.
Hello, my friend. We gotta stop meeting like this.
Yeah, it's kind of funny given the theme of the conversation that it's the future and everything.
Yeah, really.
We've got such an unusual setup here.
I'm sorry it has to be this way. I hope you understand the need to take precautions.
After I reached out to your people and didn't hear back, I wasn't sure you'd see me. Thank you.
How can I help you?
What would you change if you could change anything in the world?
I think it would be the level of fairness. We have a fundamental instability in many regions around the world. There's fighting, there's terrorism, there are crime waves, and there's also deprivation of many basic resources. The things that our ancestors throughout millennia of human progression have been taken for granted, but now are becoming a little bit more scarce and a lot more controlled. The idea that we have 1% of individuals in the world controlling a much larger graded percentage of resources than another 90% of people is not just an economic injustice, it's a moral injustice. And today, I think we're seeing the dangers of what happens when we don't address those problems.
So what are you going to do about it?
Something.
Personally, I'm more interested in going fast on my motorcycle than giving myself a headache over stuff I can't do anything about.
You accept the way things are. You're an active participant in making them work.
Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a streaming freedom video bullet. The cable hack
Actually,
lasts
I'm not
exactly
really into
60
partying
seconds.
right now.
It cannot be traced.
See ya.
It cannot be stopped. And
Bye.
it is the only free voice left in this city. There's a cancer spreading through Seattle, and its name is Gerhard Bronk.
You've seen his picture in the newspaper. Heard him described as a businessman, a philanthropist even. Make no mistake, he is a thug whose crime machine preys on the citizens of this community. What you're about to see is just the tip of the iceberg.
During the third day of food riots, instances.
Do not attempt to adjust your set.
Hey man, check it out. Eyes only.
This is a streaming freedom video bullet. The cable hack will last exactly 60 seconds. It cannot be traced. It cannot be stopped. And it is the only free voice left in the city. There are certain men who move through the world with impunity. Their actions, no matter how vile, are immune from consequence. Edgar Songwisa is such a man. You've seen him, smiling at political fundraisers.
On your own time, people, huh? Place your business.
He owns shopping
Bip, bip, bip.
centers, a trucking company, and the largest medical supply company in the Northwest. He also runs drugs and guns up and down the West Coast. He's
Man
very
is deep.
publicly, very obviously, dirty. But he's
No,
never
you're
arrested.
easy.
You ever been wrong about anything?
He's on the hustle, same as everyone else.
Arrested. Never indicted.
he's not telling the truth.
Journalists who've attempted to expose him have been gunned down in the street. Their blood is the ink of our modern news. Those who've opposed him have vanished. All of that is about to change.
Yes! Oh, I got this clown again.
This is a streaming freedom video bullet. It cannot be traced. It cannot be stopped. It is the only free voice left in this city, and it's coming straight to you, Officer Walter Estep. That's right, you, Walter. Recognize yourself? That's you. Extorting money from some squatters.
Cost you an extra 150.
Dirty as the police department is, I don't think your bosses are going to want to see that tape broadcast 24/7. It's not like they care you took a bribe, just that you were dumb enough to get caught on videotape, which kind of spoils the party for everybody else. So, here's how it's going to be, Walter. You quit shaking down those squatters, and this little video stays between you and me. This has been a streaming freedom video from the Eyes Only Informant Net.
In other news,
Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a streaming freedom video bulletin. The cable hack will last exactly 60 seconds. It cannot be traced. It cannot be stopped. And it is the only free voice left in this city. If anyone's wondering why Joel Solinsky is late for work this morning, it's because his bullet-riddled body is lying somewhere below deck on board the Andrea Marlene in the middle of Seattle Harbor. Mr. Solinsky lured hundreds of people on board the Andrea Marlene during the last 2 years with the promise of safe passage across the ocean. He made his money as a smuggler, trafficking in human misery. No more. Joel Solinsky has paid for his crimes.
With leadership and vision, Alan Lands for police commissioner.
Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a streaming freedom video bulletin. This cable hack cannot be traced. It cannot be stopped. And it is the only free voice left in this city. Yesterday, a great man died. But Nathan Herrero left behind graphic evidence proving that Alan Lands is a cold-blooded murderer. What you are about to see is difficult to watch. But when you do, you will not let Alan Lands steal this election. He will be hunted down. He will pay for his crimes. And Nathan Herrero's death will not have been in vain. He was my friend. He was a hero of the people. Here is his final testament. Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a streaming freedom video bulletin. The cable hack will last exactly 60 seconds. It cannot be traced. It cannot be stopped. And it is the only free voice left in this city.
This is Eyes Only speaking to Gerhard Brock. You are holding two of my operatives, Mr. Brock. I want them back.
You will be contacted.
47 people paying $20,000 each to be smuggled into Canada so they could earn enough money to eat are dead. They were marched overboard last night by their ruthless handlers who operate with the knowledge, support, and active collaboration of government officials only too happy to look the other way for a piece of the action. This must never happen again. Those responsible are on notice. Their power and privilege will not protect them. They will be held accountable. This has been a Streaming Freedom video bulletin via the Eyes Only Informant Net. Peace out.
Well, have a great day, everybody.
Just as the Columbia, we think, represents man's finest aspirations in the field of science and technology, so too does the struggle of the Afghan people represent man's highest aspirations for freedom. I am dedicating, on behalf of the American people, the March 22nd launch of the Columbia to the people of Afghanistan.